Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Erlengrat. So that €51, if we'd taken that extra bit of time, we could have had 13 times that money. And the other one, just by taking the leaves off, we did double it. We could have had more than 5 times that amount of money if we had gone and done, taken just a little bit more time to go and do the job. Still not sure that it is worth. I mean, that is a fair chunk of money that's coming in, but not sure that it's worth it, because I've still got other things that I want to do. I still want to be going around and doing the plowing, and I've got to also clear those stumps away. So, like, in the long run, for me, that money isn't really all that beneficial because of the amount of other work that we got to get done. So, probably we won't end up doing anything with that. This thing is frustrating to say the least. Look at it. I mean, my machine is probably not helping matters. I wonder if I'm too close. Is that what it is? Let's move it out a little bit. Let's try that. Oh. Right, definitely doesn't like that. Let's try this angle then. Well, that works. Okay. There doesn't seem to be any particular logic to that. I wonder if it might be because the trailer's unhitched. So it kind of struggles with it being at that particular angle or something like that. It could very well be. I don't know. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So let's drop you down and set you on your merry. And then we go back to our tractor over here. Let's have a quick look around with the landscaping. So we've got a couple of stripes on the field that we don't care about. Not going to worry about that. So we've got a stump there that we've got to take care of. We've got some plowing to do up around here. So those trees, we're going to leave them. That one we want to take out. And I'd say that's probably about it. I took this one out here so that I can come across that line there. I mean, yes, I could go back and remove those 3, but that seems like unnecessary work, really. I'll remove those stumps, but we won't even get that close to it. We'll sort of come along here. And then come on round, and the edge of our field is sort of going to be around here. We're not going to get too far down this hill either. And we'll come along there. So there is only one more tree that we want to take out, which is that one over there. Now that is a bigger tree, so we are probably going to have to cut that one up into bits and do it a couple times. Thinking we're just going to go straight across the plowed land. I'm probably not going to worry about trying to cut it up into lots of small bits. I think we'll just cut the tree in half and drag it in 2 chunks. Probably the best way. Now, maybe I can actually cut this tree down and then take all the branches off, and it will, not the branches, I mean the leaves. Maybe then it will move. I don't know. We have very, very nearly finished the planting right here. Not quite sure what the hired help has been doing with it. We're going to just put one lot in there, and I think he's going to go up across the field and then maybe come back down again for one more pass. And then there's a little tiny bit that we've got to finish up down over there, and then that is the potato field all planted. We've got lime on here as well, and I mean most of it now has got 2 lots of fertilizer on top of all of the lime. This up here, we've then got to go and spread lime on that field. So there's all of that to do. But we're not going to worry about that just yet. I want to just get this little bit done right here and see what he's going to do. He should come back in. There we go. And that's going to be the last little bit. It's actually... It's a job to see how much is potato line and how much is plow line. I think there's not very much plow line there, actually. I think most of that is just potato line. Especially as he's wanting to go all the way on through like that. So I'm now going to go up here and do it from that point. And he should just fill out that little bit in there. So we're zoomed in as much as we can. Looks like we've done everything there. It does also look like we've gone and got a little tiny spot of potatoes planted up here. And I'm not quite sure how that would have happened. We will be cultivating this side of the field over here. Yeah, there's one little bit right there where he came across the track. Must have just been when he was turning round or something. But anyway, we'll deal with that in a little bit. So I want to go over to here now. We're not doing it anymore over there. We've just got this tree here. This is it then. There isn't any more that we're going to be cutting down and removing. So I just want to take this one down. If I can. There. And bring it down. Trying to sort of figure out where the... There is... There, right. Take it right in across there. Now, we know that we do get a reasonable amount of money if we take the time to cut branches and do things like that. However, it does also take a lot of time to actually do it. But I'd say that it is pretty much worth the effort of at least removing the leaves. As far as like chopping all the little branches off, that is more a debatable thing, I think. I'm not entirely sure if that is 100% worth it. It's the time versus money argument. Like it's always time versus money. Like, it's all well and good saying, yes, you do get more, but how much do you get for your time? That's the key issue here. And whether we consider it worth the time that it takes to go and do the job. So I've got rid of all of those down there. I will climb back up onto this one. We've done that side. Got a couple of branches over here that we want to move. There's one over that side. They'll come out on there. There's another one. And then on out a little bit further. Boom. Down to... Okay, that one does... Oh, okay. I did manage to get it. I don't know how I managed to get that one, but it came off anyway. It did come off anyway. And then out over here. It's difficult to see where the end of the branch is. Right, why is that not chopping out? I know that we got that bit up there, which is all too much. I want to come out there. It's literally, it's that bit right there we've got to cut off, like that. So you take the whole thing. Oh, that's why. All the branches down here are actually off of that bit. So now we come down here, and we have the... We've got to do this in 2 lots. So if we can do this quickly... As we've got to definitely do it in 2 lots, maybe we could just chain a whole load of these together, because we've done this before. We've been able to chain them together. Helper B has completed their task. Excellent. Helper B is going to go back to doing some more lime spreading in a minute, because we want to put lime on this field up here. Although we do kind of need to get the rest of the ploughing done up here, which means that we're going to be doing quite a bit of manual ploughing to finish that one, which is manually plough all the way around the edge of the field and get all of that done. And that is a job that might take us a little while. We're going to have to just sort of see how it goes with that one. And take you off there like that. Right, there's one here to do. Chop that one through, and that lands on my head. Very, very safe we are here. We're safety first. And that one can cut through like that. I've got one big branch there to cut through. And we need to do this in 2 runs. So as we're doing this in 2 runs, we might as well cut some more of these just to like straighten them out a little bit. And then that one there is going to be the last one that we want to cut. The main branch right in half. We've got the short, and then we've got the huge, great big log there right in the middle. And I reckon that what we want to do actually is, I'm not going to do the lime or anything else. We're going to need to just focus on this for a little bit. What I reckon we should do is get the main log. That main one will come out first. If I go on there and I put that one on like that, and then we can head off with that one. There's another one that's kind of stuck to it, which we don't want to have happen. Yeah, I'll pull that one out. I'll put that one over here. The rest of this we will come back and we'll do that on the second load. So I'll take this one down. I'm just going to run this down as fast as I can. I know... Oh, turn the winch on first. I know that you wouldn't normally be racing along with them like this. Let's drag that in a little bit further. But... yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, if I press X and allow it to run out, how far does it go? Good grief. Oh, that's brilliant. Right. I'm going to winch it in fast now. I wasn't expecting it to go quite that long. Genuinely wasn't expecting it to hang out that far behind us. So this is me fast. Yeah, this is fast winching. That's a long way to winch it. And we get that one and we'll pull that one all the way in back where we had it before. And then we're going to go and get all of the other lot and we'll drag all that lot down in one go. So there, that's much better. We'll have it in close like that. Ooh, nearly went and hit that one. So then we're going to be doing the cultivating after we've done the plowing. So what we could do actually is we could get the electric tractor. Now that I've gone and done everything up there with the potatoes are now ready. We've done everything that we're going to do with those. So I'll take that one off of there and then run over here. So we've got that one huge branch right there. That one sells for 1,144. We'll go back round up again. We could go and get the electric tractor. We could unload the lime that is in the spreader. And we could head off with the fertilizer spinner to go and do those couple of fertilizer jobs that we've got. There is one weeding job out on field 21 as well. So let me borrow items on that one. And we will go and put that one going. So that's going to be our next task, is to just run this one very quickly out to field 21, and we'll get started on there. There is a cultivating job as well, and we're not going to bother with the cultivating job. Doesn't actually pay us any money as such. It's, again, cultivating very much like weeding. We just about break even on it, and it's not worth our time and effort to go and do them, especially now that we have our own land and we're wanting to focus on that. We're sort of using that to make us a little bit of income. So I'm going to bring the tractor down here, unfold as we go, and I will do a single pass along the bottom end of the field down here. And then when I've done that, I'll set the hired help going. So I'm just going to drop it down there like that. I'm actually going to go back and set you to normal like that. there, and you're going to do a single pass along here. As soon as it's finished that, I will then get the hired help racing up and down the field in the normal direction, which is that way, doing the rest of that job. So then that one will be done. We've got 14,000 euros at the moment, so we're still wanting to earn a bit more. There is a little bit of silage still that we can go and move down at the BGA, and we should be able to make a bit of money from that as well. We've also got a whole load that we've moved, so we've got a chunk of money coming at midnight, although we don't actually know how much it is yet. We've still got to figure that one out. And when I say figure out, I mean wait until midnight and see how much is dumped into the bank account. Not exactly difficult. Let's lower you down in here like this, and off we go. Right, you go and do that, and then I have got the cultivating of field 5. We've got 7 and 2 fertilizer jobs. So I'm going to accept both of those contracts like that, and then we will go and get the electric tractor. That's now finished. Done all the potato planting. Let's just double check that the potato planting is indeed, hang on, finished. There's a tiny spot there. If I can get that tiny spot, it would be nice, but it's not the end of the world. Where would it be? Pretty much where I am here. And go along like that, maybe. Let's have a look. Can't tell because I'm right on top of it, so we'll... Actually, if I move over here... Yep, we got it. Right, so we have now finished all of the potato planting. So I'll whiz this one back over to the yard, and then we can put on the fertilizer spinner. We'll dump out the lime that's in there, and we can head off. I'll put the potato planter right back here under the tree. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to leave it out here. Or not leave it anywhere. Just going to move it over here a little bit, and then I'm going to... What? Lower. Why is it that you can empty out seed drills but you can't empty potato planters? There's another little bugbear. You can empty all of the seed drills anytime you want to, but you can't empty the potato planters. Even if you've put general seed in them, you can't go and empty. I guess it's because you can fill them with... normal with potatoes, so it's to stop you from filling it up with potatoes and then emptying it out as pallets of seed. That would be my guess. It's the only sort of logical explanation. I mean, it is a sensible explanation, to be honest. Let's be honest with that. That is a fairly sensible precaution there. Let's bring you back here, and we dump the lime out down there like that, and then I want to back over here, and I'm going to pick up the 2 pallets of fertilizer right there. If I've got enough room, does look like we will, we'll go round to the dealership and pick up another pallet. Yes, we have got space for another one. Enough space for 2, but we have got space for 1. So we'll go and grab another pallet of fertilizer, and then we can head off to field 7 and field 2, I think it is, to do this job. So one of them pays 2 grand and one of them pays 4 grand. It's about 2,000 for the pallet of fertilizer. I've probably got enough to do all of the spreading anyway, but I like to try and keep the spreader fairly well topped up as we go along. It just makes life a little bit easier for us. We come back in here. I don't think that cultivator that we've got back at home is actually able to be used by this one here. So, because I was considering maybe we could get a head start on the cultivating, but I don't think that this electric tractor would pull it. Buy that one for 2 grand. Okay, back. And go to you. Cultivator. Alpine fire. That's not the one that we've got. Must be under disc harrows, is it? That's the one we've got. 95 horsepower. Okay, so yeah, we're not able to pull it with this tractor. This tractor's only about 60 horsepower. Doesn't have the required oomph to pull it. I mean, it might, but it's really, really going to struggle going up down the hill. So maybe we will put it going a little bit later and make use of just having an extra tractor on the job, which is never going to be a bad thing. But in the meantime, we will make a bit of money with this tractor by doing a fertilizer job or two. Well, it's two, actually. If any more happen to come up, then we can go and do those as well. And so let's run down this way. It's 7. I'm sure it's 7 and 2, isn't it? Zoom out a little bit. Let's have a look. Yeah, 7 and 2. So we'll call into field 7 first and get that one going. And then once we've done that, we can jump across to field 2, get that one done. 6 grand to come in, which will push us up towards 17,000. We've got to take into account that there will be some wages to pay out, and there's well, we've already done that. We've already paid for the fertilizer, so there won't be any fertilizer to pay out on. There's nothing like that. Field 7, which is going to be the fastest. I think the fastest way is actually going to be go straight up here, across to the railway station and dealership, the cattle yards and everything up there, and then turn left from there. Here is the train. You really think sounding your horn at a train going past is going to make any difference whatsoever? I think sometimes the people that drive these cars didn't have to do a lot in order to pass their test. They do all sorts of strange things. I mean, yes, admittedly, passing someone on a junction like that is possibly not the best way to go about doing your driving, but yeah, so we've got field 2 up there on the right hand side, which we will ignore momentarily, and we'll come down here to the T-junction and straight across at the T-junction to field 7. I'm not sure where the actual gateway into the field is. We've actually got to turn right and go up the road a little tiny bit, I think. Where is it? All the way up there. Contract on field 21 has finished. So I'll bring this one down over here. I'm not going to bother doing any edges of fields or anything like that. I'm just going to put you right there. Let's bring you back to about there. This field's a bit of an odd shape. Field not owned. Well, that's not true. Okay, it's just covering the edge of the field there. By the time it gets down the other end, the wedge shape is going to sort of be all... Yeah, right. We'll let him carry on and do what he's got to do. So then we want to go... You are almost done, so we'll be able to cash that one in a minute. And we're using this tractor. And we're going to go up and hook on all of the rest of those branches. So we had about 1,100 euros for the main trunk. Just that one chunk of timber all at once. And then we got all of this lot. So once we've moved this lot, we then want to get the stump grinder on. And we need to go round and clear all of the stumps from the various different trees that we've gone and cut down. Helper C has completed their task. That is the contract complete. I'm going to bring you back here. We'll quickly go and take a look at the contracts in here. So that one complete. So we can collect 174 euros. I reckon we probably made about 70 euros profit on that job. Not a lot. It's really not a lot of profit to be made. Right, why aren't you letting me use this thing? Maybe if I turn it on, does that work? Then? It worked last time. It's working now. And then we'll go out to there. All of the extra ones, they come from the first one there. So all of the extra chains will come out from that bit. So it doesn't matter As long as you can sort of get the first one roughly in the middle, the rest of them will trail along afterwards and they will be absolutely fine. So we'll come down here. There's one there, another one. Oh, I don't want to do that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Right, I'll tell you what, we will do it like this. We'll put that one on there and that one under. Okay, so we have got those in place. Then this is the last one that's close to it. I didn't realize you could click anywhere on the branch and it would remove the chain. That's not what I was after. Got rid of the whole thing. Removed everything. That was not supposed to happen. And then you, and then that one over there. Again with that one. And that one. Right, I don't want to do that. There, that one there, and then that one on the top. I think that's all of them. I believe that is all of them. So let's start moving. That first one, I want it to rotate round a little bit. That's better. Then we can start winching it in. Before we go any further, let's just double check we haven't left any behind. I don't want to come back here later and find one tiny little bit left over. There is a wedge on there, which you're going to take with us. And I'm going to put chain on it as well. So I'll bring that one down there. And I'll stick a chain around that one there. Helper B has completed their task, so... no, I'm gonna clear these first before I move the fertilizer spinner over to the next fields. So drag that in a little bit tighter onto the winch, like that. And not going to go down through the middle of the yard either. I'm actually going to go over and we'll go down the steeper bank this time. Just because I think it's going to make it a little bit easier. We're less likely also, I think, to go and damage some of our machinery by scraping through it. I like the way that we got one branch there. Oh, well, it was sticking right up the top. Are we going to get through without encountering cars that want to come up and make life difficult for us? We might. Get past all of this lot. Whole load of branches and stuff coming through. There's that one little tiny bit there. I did wonder if that was going to knock the sign over, but apparently it's not, so that's fine. And we come right in here, and that should be everything. So if we go Shift B, we take the chain off like that. And then I go there. 1,550. That is all of the trees dealt with. 1,550 on that one. And we had 1,100 for the main branch on it. That's not too bad. That's almost 3,000 for that tree. I don't think that's too shabby. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.